Must have missed something in the Doom. I don't think I did. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 deaths. What are the single slashes? Does anybody know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 single slashes. Okay, so part 1 of the Doom gets clubbed. 3 others were present. The artist gets crushed. That's part 2. We don't know who that is. He gets crushed. There were 6 other present. That's on the gun deck. So this guy was here who I'm not actually sure that that's Alexander Booth. It's either... He's one of the Englishmen. He's an unknown. We'll change that to unknown. Whoops. That guy was there, we know. That guy was there, we know. So we don't know who that is. He's got to be one of the Indians. Oh, slash means no body. They just disappeared. Oh, is that a separate... Is that a thing, like, at the end of the chapter? Okay. Disappearances. 7 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. We don't know what happened to Peters. Gull fell overboard. We don't know what happened to him. We don't know what happened to him. We do know what happened to them. We don't know what happened to the bosun's mate. My guess is that the bosun's mate...
More shall gather. More shall enter the fray.
Arpine, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. I wonder if he made it to the Azores. That's kind of my guess. I'm really spitballing. Didn't do that. Okay. That we know. The corpse was moved post-mortem. We've identified the ladies. We identified Walker. The clue to identify the 2 ladies was so subtle. This lady in one of the scenes has a wedding ring on. And this lady is Miss. That's the clue to help identify those ladies. That's not super clear. Okay, so Lars Linde gets clubbed by Nathan Peters. We know that. That starts off the Doom. Then the artist gets crushed on the bow. Then this guy gets crushed. He is one of... He's one of these. He's either Abraham or William. It's not really clear which one. It was a really dark band mark. Once I noticed it, it was very clear. But in both scenes that she was in, her hand was like splayed out, so it was visible. She was leaning on a wall in one, and you could see it. And then the other one, she was grasping a post, and it was right there in front of you. So he seems like an Abe. Could be an Abe. He's definitely pretty sure. And this guy's one of the Englishmen. We had him as Booth. He might be George Shirley. One or the other. But we're not clear on that. We identified one of the Chinamen by... He was sitting by a bunk number. But I haven't been able to figure out any more bunk numbers. Still amused by how the Kraken knew how to work a cannon, right? Family of the Admiral, yeah. So we don't know what happened to Peters. We don't know what happened to the bosun's mate. The bosun's mate was still alive at the end of the Doom. But then we don't see him in part 1 of the escape, which is in the officer's mess. Wait, he says, "Where's my Frenchman?" The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart. Oh. Oh, I totally missed that. Oh, so the bosun's mate is torn apart. See? Reading and listening. Torn apart by a beast. Okay. So that's right. I'm pretty sure this is the purser. He's the only like officer looking role left, and he's wearing like nice clothes. He's wearing midshipman's. They kind of look like midshipman's robes. He appeared in this chapter? Where was he? Was he in the beginning? Let me on. 13 others were present during this? These are all people we've identified. This guy was there, this guy was there, this guy was there. These guys were all there. He was on a rowboat at one point? Let's go look at that scene again. That was in the bow. That was the body of the artist on the bow. Let me look at that scene again. I think we just looked at that one, but I feel like I'm missing something on that one. Alright, so there's the artist getting crushed. That's one of those guys. One of the stewards. Here's the two guys sitting there. So we identified... This is Wei Li. We identified him because of the bunk number. Oh, yes, Ellie, thank you. That's right. He was standing on a rowboat and he had a stack of books. Right. And they, the purser keeps the accounts for the boat. So, that would make sense. 41. He was number 41? So... He was 41. No, the Englishman would be not nearby. They're 59 and 60. Or no, 57 and 59. They wouldn't be... They wouldn't be bunked near him. And 48? It was 48. 48 was Peters. Yeah, we know who Peters is. We don't know what came of him. There's 56, which is Brennan. We know what happened to him. 57 is Booth. So that bunk is still there, but empty. So this guy might be Booth? Because we don't know what happened to Shirley either. So this guy might be Booth. I think that's what my guess was before. Because that's Booth's bunk. 56, we know who that is. That's X. I still don't know what to make of bunk X. Or, I wish you could read that other tag. What is bunk X for? That bothers me. There's nothing in here that would indicate like an X. It's definitely not 10. That I feel like is going to play some part, and I'm missing the significance of it. Completely. 45, we know who that is. 43, 44. 43 and 44. That's Maba and Lewis Walker. We've identified both of those. So that's the topman. $49, $48 is Peters and Lars Linde. And there's 36, and then there's a sword hanging from that. 36 is Omand Gull. He's the Persian, so that might be his sword? Don't know. Hey Jersey, how you doing today? I've tried that elk. It doesn't necessarily follow an order. So here's 36, and then right next to it is 49, 48. 49, 48, 43, 44, 49, 48. So it's not 45, 43, 44, 45, 56. It doesn't seem to be in any order. By the ones around it. There aren't any ones around it right now. The one that was in front of it was one of the guys that died of illness. Was Saeed. 54. Was Saeed. Oh, let's go look at that. Let's look at that memory. Hang on. How do I get out of here? Yeah, probably. I think there was actually somebody sitting in it during the scene where Saeed is unresponsive. Now that you mentioned that. I think I need to go down a deck for that one. To this body. This is part 1. Yeah, this is it. That's the Russians gambling. Yeah. So that's this guy. That's not a Russian guy. That is not correct. And then here's the guy in the X bunk, is this guy. It's that guy. Right, Tarkir? Like, well, we'll just let it go. Here's 51, which is next to 53. Who's 53? '53 is William Wasim. Was that occupied? It is not occupied. So I wonder if that's him hopped over, or if that's him. So this must be William, then. So then... this would be the other one? Abraham. Yes! Charles Minor was torn apart. Got that. Yes. Wasim fell down the stairs to his death. Yes. Yes. Boom, boom. He did seem like an Abe. You were absolutely right, Ellie. Well done. Almost there. We're getting there. Boofs. My wife was put on call, so she's taking the kids because she's amazing. So I can finish. I guilted no one. Stop it. 55, 56. So this would be 57? Yeah. So those are all occupied. That seems to play a large role in this game, Ellie. I've gotten a bunch of them on that. 55 is the guy from Sierra Leone? Okay. Can we see anything? No. 55, 56, 57, 58. 58 is Patrick Hagen. We've identified him. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything else from this memory. Have we identified all these guys? Yeah, that's Leonid. That's O'Hagan. No, we don't know who that is. This might be... Oh, this is the other... That's Toporov. That's the other Russian guy, because they were all playing cards together. And then we know that's right. Okay, so yeah, that's the third Russian. Okay, so that's Toporov. Who's 47? Yeah, he's right underneath that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's right. He's sitting... It's pointing to his head. Then we have 37 and 42 are together. Can't read the numbers on those. That's 36, still has somebody in it. Okay. Progress. Who do we still need to identify? Hey, Apple Pizza, great to see you again. Still not so sure about your name. We don't know the fate of the third mate. I'm gonna guess he's still alive. Clearly, I'm wrong on the Carpenters. I don't know who the Carpenters are. We don't know the fate of the Purser. I'm fairly certain I have the Purser right. Also the ship's steward. I was certain we had that right. The captain's steward, Philip Dahl. We know who it is. He was taken prisoner. So I think we're gonna learn his fate in the other chapter. Then there's this body down here. Let's look at this memory again. We can only stay in this little corridor. This is towards the end of the crab people attack. This guy basically... They make for the lazarette. The lazarette is like the prison thing.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
So did he get speared or shot? No, he got spiked. He definitely got spiked. I'm pretty sure we have that one right. He's the only unidentified steward, and he's wearing the same jacket as all the other stewards. That has to be right. We know who that is. Oh, did he get shot through by that guy? Yeah, I think there's a faint bullet trail there. You know what? You might be right, Ellie. Shot. Gun. But who is that? Is that the bosun's mate? We're gonna have to go to another memory. I don't think we can get out. Yeah, he ended up getting shot through the wall by that guy, which I'm pretty sure is the bosun's mate. Let's go to the next memory, and then that should tell us. I think.
I've got you.
Okay, so they're getting him down.
Don't move. I'll get you down.
He's collapsing. I'm just gonna step away for a quick second. I want to refill my coffee and I need to pee. I will be right back in 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Okay. Let's see what we can figure out. So we gotta figure out who that was pulling the trigger. I think it was this guy. Oh, okay, that was not the bosun's mate. That is Nathan Peters. Okay, so that guy gets shot by Nathan Peters. That's interesting. Nathan Peters. That's quite a sequence of events. Because he actually gets stabbed. He looks like he pulls it out, crawls down here, and then ends up getting shot through the wall. That's pretty terrible. I mean, nothing that has happened on this ship is good. But that's pretty terrible. This guy is still alive, I think. He got speared, but he's still, like, limping around. Yeah, he thinks he's gonna survive, like, goes to hide, and then gets shot through the wall. It's kind of incredible. Okay. Let's go look at the cow skull again. Maybe I missed something during that memory, too. That will help me ID more people. This is the one where Charlie gets sick. Poor Charlie. That guy never had a chance. Charlie is the real MVP of this entire sequence of events. Charlie's over here throwing up because he couldn't handle the slaughtering the pig. Flash forward, Charlie throws a burning lantern onto one of the crab things and then jumps on top of it and wrestles it to the ground while burning to death. Ooh, boof, that would've hurt.
You all right there, sir?
That's the purser. Oh no, that's a midshipman. We know that guy. That's the butcher.
Mind your shoes now.
And that's another midshipman. Okay. Who else is around? There's the dock. They're carrying a dead body. Okay, yeah. That's the two. The other Indians are carrying their friend's body. And then this is the doctor's... the surgeon's mate. Okay. All Charlie wanted to do was to love. Poor fella. Poor fella. Okay, there's nothing else here. We've identified everybody in this scene. We've identified the Formosans. Yeah, we've identified everybody in this scene. Okay.